fans, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
Yeah, dude.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Carson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. to Hunt to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They go play action with Wilson on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Going up top. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A gain of 32 that time.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Flush to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You got that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third down, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes our score 17-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Jackson. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Carson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. There's Wilson to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Look up with Eskridge, first down Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Powers through again. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They go back to Carson here on second, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He lets it fly from Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now it's Wilson. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up the 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What kind of my play, you know, make.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Glass
and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two-way three-point playmaker.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, not too so easy to love. I'm averaging that.
To throw is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, 38 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson steps away. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. On 3rd down, Carson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun.
Yeah, you send it, EV. No boy played good today. Did they win? Did the Browns win?
No, they lost.
Yeah, dog, no boy. They were doing good.
That joker fumble. I think they changed the momentum of the game.
That's a prime example how 22 is.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
40 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Johnson now returning.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield being chased out left.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Browns 6.
On first down, it's Carson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And now the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Myers able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Handoff comes to Chubb. And Chubb's fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Open man is Higgins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vincent Mayoa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
I mean, I do this sometimes.
30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Get your focus out the darn.
That's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Wait, I'm going to just give me the day. God dog it.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. High in midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run it with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
But that was an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Myers able to knock it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
We need a turnover.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because, you know,
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Able to push his way through. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right.
Yes, sir.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Wilson now to throw on third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Oh my
and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Carson again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now here's Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And again, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.